Your kids have left the nest or are in high school and are really pretty self-sufficient now. And now you're ready to focus on yourself again. You've been thinking about working from home, and now you can focus on making that dream a reality. Today, let's talk about how to make the transition from working to working from home in the next phase of life. Are you in a new season of your life? Are you stuck and searching for clarity so you can make a career change? Do you just need the courage to switch careers? Are you ready to follow God's plan for your career? Welcome to Choose Your Next Yes. Hi, Kindred. I'm Mel, a career transition coach, mom of grown-ups, coffee lover, and God girl. I've had a lot of big life changes, and I haven't always been clear about God's plan for me. This led to stress and anxiety and a lack of clarity and courage to make a career move. I finally started listening to God's voice to find clarity and peace and stopped being scared to make a move and achieve my career transition goals. Now, my mission is to help you learn to listen to God's voice and know when to say yes to the career you've always wanted and no to everything else. Let me show you how to clarify your purpose and find courage to pursue your personal and professional goals in your midlife and beyond. Throw down your self-doubt, dust off your dreams, Kindred. It's time to reset and refine and reclaim the woman you once aspired to be. Well, hello, friends. Before we get started, I want to read a review that was left on my Apple iTunes. And this is from Kara from Money and Mental Peace podcast. I always love it when other podcasters review my show. And she says, while I haven't listened to all the episodes, what I see thus far is great. You're going to help so many people. Thank you, Kara. And I appreciate you listening. And you can check out Kara's podcast. Again, that's Money and Mental Peace. And if you would like for me to read your review on the show, just hop on over to Apple Podcast or Apple iTunes and leave me a rating and a review, and I just might read yours on the show. So let's get started with today's topic. Changing careers is a big decision at any time in your life. But when you're in the middle or in midlife, people may say things like, oh, she's having a midlife crisis, or they're having an identity crisis. Well, I like to think of it as a midlife clarity. Right now is the time in your life when you can make that change with little disruption to your family dynamic. Your kids are either already grown and out of the house, or they are very close to being out of the house, and you are almost or already are a complete empty nester. This is the season to rediscover yourself and start that business where you can work from home. Well, what does that look like? Where do you start? How do you even make it work? Some of you may already be working in your dream job, but you just want to work from home now for the flexibility and maybe some time freedom. So you may want to just talk to your employer and see if there's some options for working from home in the career that you're already in. Some of you may want to completely change your career and work something completely different now that you have that flexibility to focus on yourself. And there are some steps to take to make that happen. Step number 1, figure out what you want to do. If you don't know what you want to do, now's the time to start making that exploration into some different things that you have really thought about in the last few years. Think about your skills. Make a list of all of your skills. Think about your transferable skills, those things that you already have that you can transfer into a completely different career, that you can work from home using those skills. Think about your interests. Make a list of all of the things that you're interested in doing. And then think about where your skills and your interests mesh and what your options are for that new career for working from home. And if you are really stuck, you really need some help, I would love to help you get clarity and determine what your gifts and talents are, what your options are, and help you figure out a path to get to where you want to go to work from home, or even if you want to work in a different career completely, such as nursing or education. There are always different options, and I would love to help you figure that out and know how to work that into your life now. And I always have my link at the end of the episode in my show notes, so you can click on the Empowerment Hour link and schedule your time with me today. And go back and listen to some of my past episodes. Episode number 1, Prayer, Passion, and Perseverance, 3 Steps to Defining God's Plan for Your Career, will help you get started. And episodes 30 and 56 are also great ones to listen to help you get moving in this new phase of life. Step number 2, list the pros and cons. Talk to people in the field of your interest and get their take on it. Have them list some of the pros and cons. There are some great groups that you can join and just kind of hang out and listen to them talk about working from home. Get on Facebook. If you have a Facebook, get on there and look for work from home groups to join and check out and see what they are talking about. They're going to list some pros and cons for you. Get in there and ask some questions. Get this information because that's going to help you make an informed decision. Think about your finances. Are you able to work from home? Because when you're transitioning, you may have to take a little bit of a pay cut at first. And are you going to be able to pay all of your bills? Are you going to be financially sound during that time? And you have to think about those other things like insurance. Can you pay for your own insurance? Because we can't be without insurance, people. It's COVID life out there. And even if that, who knows? You could, well, if you're like me, I fall down the stairs or up the stairs quite often here lately because I don't know what happens in midlife, but my feet quit working and my legs give out on me and I will trip and fall up the stairs. And I hope not, but one of these days, who knows? I could break a bum. Those are all things that you have to think about when you're thinking about working from home. It's more than just, hey, I'm going to work from home. And think about your commitment to the preparation. If you want to do something that you need to get some certification or you need to go back to college, you need to learn some things first. Do you have time with your current job or with your current responsibilities to commit to that at this moment? And of course, you're going to pray about this stuff, guys. You always want to get God on your side and be your partner in whatever it is you're doing. And number 3, speaking of partners, you need to partner with your spouse if you are married. I've talked about partnering with God, but equally as important, you have to partner with your husband. If your husband isn't on board, then this transition won't be very easy. It's going to be a struggle. You need your husband's support. You need your husband's wisdom. Men are great thought partners. And, when you're thinking about starting that new career and transitioning into working from home, it's super exciting and you've got all these ideas. And then you may not be able to contain that excitement and think things through rationally. So you need that voice of reason on the other side to help you slow down and make sure that you are making informed decisions and just bounce ideas off of each other and talk about things that you wouldn't have thought about on your own, maybe. And once you get your husband on board, then step 4, you need to set some goals and create a timeline. Can you stop your current job to start the transition, or do you need to continue working for a while? And what does that look like? How can you fit that training in that you need to get if it's something that you've never done before, but you're interested in? And if you're already a stay-at-home mom, that may look different. You may already have a little bit more flexibility and freedom to transfer those skills into something that you can start right away. Think about your personal goals and then think about your professional goals as well. Number 5, Start. You cannot just think about this forever. Once you have all of these things in line, once you have partnered with God, once you're in alignment with your husband, once you've thought all of the things through, you've set some goals, you've got a timeline, you have this all worked out, get the courage and start. Put your dreams in motion and make a move toward the fruition of those dreams. Ladies, this is your time to shine. This is your time to make that transition into the business you want, working from home. And you're going to want to join me again on Monday because I'm going to talk about some options for working from home, some different jobs that you can do and make money at home. And I hope you enjoyed today's content. Again, hop on over to Apple Podcast or Apple iTunes and leave me that rating and a review. That way I know what content you enjoy. It helps me to grow the show because it helps me get in front of other people. Also, tell your friends about me, your midlife women friends. We've all got midlife women friends, ladies. Come on, have them pop on over here and listen to some episodes because they may want to make a career transition as well, or they may have some big life choices in which they need some mentorship or some words of inspiration. And be sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. And may the Lord bless and keep you. May his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord lift you up and give you peace as you continue on that path toward everything that he has in store for you during this midlife time. I will see you back here on Monday. Have an amazing weekend, my friends.